Good day. So let's talk about cows for a second. What in the world does cows have to do with investing? Well, follow along and you'll find out. So basically, when it comes to cows, you basically got two types of people that buy cows. You can buy cows for whatever reason, but the most common two types of people that buy cows are a dairy farmer or a cattle rancher. And so a dairy farmer, they'll buy the cow and they'll hold on to it. They'll buy it to hold it and they'll collect a whole bunch of cows. And they try to get the milk out of them cows. They try to get as much milk as out of them cows and as often as they can. And then they sell the milk, either like as whole milk or to a processing plant or whatever for cheese, whatever it is. But they try to milk that cow for all that they can. On the other hand, a cattle rancher, they'll buy cows too. But they buy cows to sell them later. So for example, they may buy a cow, and I'm in the barn here with the cow thing right there, but so they'll buy a cow and they'll buy it when it's young, when it's small. It's cheaper when it's small. And then they'll keep it for a while. Maybe keep it for a few months or a few years or however long they want to do it. And then when they get ready to, they'll go sell that cow because that cow is bigger and it's heavier and the price is higher on that cow. They can sell it for more. And the difference between what they sell it for and what they bought it for is their profit. You know, like a dairy farmer, if they're milking that cow, their profit would be determined by how much milk they get out of that cow. So they may buy a cow for a certain amount of money and then they get a bunch of milk out of it and they sell the milk for a certain amount of money. And so if they sell a whole bunch of milk, then they can make profit. So how in the world, what does that have to do with investing? Well, if you're a dairy farmer type of investor, then basically you buy things to hold on to them and you want them to pay you a monthly income or a weekly income or however often they pay you. You buy it to hold it for the income, just like the dairy farmer buys the cows to hold the cow for the milk, so he can get the milk out of it and sell the milk. And so some investments you can buy and they just pay you to hold on to them. You might have to manage them or tweak them or do different things to it, but sometimes they just pay you to hold on to them. Or you can be like the cattle rancher, where you buy the cow at a low price and then you sell it later at a higher price when it's bigger. And so just like investing, a lot of times you'll buy an investment when it's cheaper, when the price is down, when the price is low. And then you hope that the price will go up. And you'll keep it for however long. And you can actually set and automate the selling and the buying of those things when the price gets to a certain point. I like to use limit orders to do that. It just makes it easier for me. I got a couple that I set up earlier because I have a feeling that prices may start going up before too long. Anyway, so which is better? Well, one of the guys that I watch on YouTube, Steps to Prosper, I think is how you pronounce it, he kind of went over this a little bit last week. I'll do a link to his YouTube channel in my description. So a shout out to Steps to Prosper. It made me think about this, and I was kind of thinking, which one is better? Do you buy to hold for income, or do you buy to sell? Do you buy cheap, you buy low, sell high? Or do you buy and just have a monthly, just continue to buy and continue to buy and continue to increase your monthly income? Well, why not do both? Have a good mix, diversify. They say don't put all your eggs in one basket. So you don't want to buy everything just for income, and you don't want to buy everything just for profit. And you don't want to take advice from a strange guy on the internet. So this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. This is what I do with my money. And so I have several of my investments are strictly for profit. I buy them low, and I'm hoping the price will go up, and then I'll sell them. As a matter of fact, I said I just got a couple of limit orders I put in to sell a couple of my investments when the price goes up. And so I just sit back and wait for the price to go up, and it happens automatically. Other investments that I buy for the income. or I may set up the investment for the income. I've got some investments that I've set up, and they pay me dividends every month. One of them that I'm in the process of getting into, it may end up paying twice a month. So the more of those I have, the more income that it produces. The more stuff that I buy to sell later and the price goes up, then the more profit I can make. And so the way I do it is I'll try to recycle the money. Buy the stuff and then make a profit, and then use that profit to either buy more when the price goes down, or to increase, or to buy the investments that I hold to produce income, and increase my income every month. I do that I DCA with my paycheck. Every time I get paid, I put a certain amount of money in certain things, and some of them I do it for growth, and some of them I do it for income. And so it's good to have a good mix. Because when the market goes down, you don't really have growth, but you can still have income. It might be reduced, but it's still coming in. And what I do when the prices go down, especially with those that have income, is I'll recycle those funds and buy more of them. So then when the price goes up, so does my income. So anyway, just a quick little video. Which do you think is better? Do you think it's better to be a dairy farmer type of investor? Or is it better to be a cattle rancher type of investor? Or is it better to have a good mix? So let us know in the comments what you think. What kind of investing do you like to do? Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm still learning. I have a lot to learn still. And we're all still learning. We can help each other out. This is the learning investor. We don't know it all, but we're learning. Talk to y'all later.